All right. So let's talk a little bit about network conversations and how Wireshark has the ability to recreate what's going on within the network. So every time there's a network conversation or a transaction on the network, it always starts with our three-way handshake. And we have this right here, right? We have the SYN, the SYN-ACK, and the ACK. And that starts our conversation, these three packets. And then the FIN uh, command closes the interaction, or it closes that connection. So we call that, or Wireshark calls that, a conversation. So it has the great ability to recreate the entire conversation. So let's do that here. Here's the first packet of our conversation. We're going to right click on it and we're going to do follow TCP stream. Now what this does is it goes and it'll pick up all of the packets within that conversation and recreate the information. Now, if it's plain text, it shows it right here, which is actually quite helpful when looking at what actually happened. If it's SSL, however, or encrypted traffic, you're going to see a bunch of gibberish. Um, but here it's a simple HTTP GET request, um, and you see the initial in red, right? This is the first talker, so this is the host saying, "Hey, I want to get um, this file," and then this is the server responding in blue with what is, the actual data, right? And so we can hit save as if we wanted to. We could save that entire conversation as a text file, if we wanted to. But essentially what it's done is it's applied a filter that says tcp.stream equals 0, and this 0 being the very first TCP stream within this packet capture. Now you can do the same thing, and we'll clear out our expression here. And you saw that there's UDP stream and SSL stream. So if there were UDP conversations or SSL conversations within this packet capture, we could choose those as well. Now, what if you wanted to see, all the conversations, or you wanted to find a very specific conversation in a very large packet capture? Wireshark will go through and actually show you where all those conversations are. So if you go to Statistics and hit Conversations, it comes up with all of the conversations within Wireshark and breaks them out by the Ethernet, unique Ethernet addresses. One thing I think is great about Wireshark is that it does name resolution, but sometimes it gets confusing. So I like to turn name resolution off here. What that does is it shows just the raw data, right? As opposed to trying to tell you what type of or who's the manufacturer the NIC is. But you see a bunch of, two different talkers, right? And you can go to IPv4, and these are unique IP pairs. But let's take a look. These are all the TCP transactions or TCP conversations within this packet capture. And we see a couple here, like this one right here is larger than the rest of them, right? Kind of 10,000 bytes here. So we'll click on that and we can click follow stream, and that will bring up the stream information for that particular conversation. So that's kind of a quick overview how to do look at conversations, look at TCP streams within Wireshark.